And for some, Ferris wheels are a frightening thing.
Well, I was kind of scared first, and then I went on it, then I wasn't scared.
Entertainment Tonight puts exactly the right spin on Thursday, the 8th day of July, 1993. Thank you for joining us. I'm Mary Hart.
And I'm John Tesh. So why don't sharks bite lawyers? Professional courtesy. That is, of course, a joke, but the legal profession does not think it's funny.
Think I'm talking about breaking the law?
No, I'm just trying to figure out how far you want to bend.
They're shown to be criminals in the firm, and they're the brunt of stand-up comics jokes.
It's about a lawyer who arrives in heaven, and God says, you've come to your reward, and he says, I don't want my reward. I died too young. And God says, what are you talking about? You're 93. And the guy says, no, I'm 36. And God says, well, according to these time slips that you sent to your clients.
In the past, they've been lassoed and tied on TV.
Here comes a big, rich tax attorney.
And they've been treated poorly by Hollywood for a long time.
What do you call 500 lawyers at the bottom of the ocean? An excellent start.
This kind of lawyer bashing is what California State Bar President Harvey Saperstein was pointing to when he made the call to stop jokes about attorneys.
When people accept jokes, and they become more than that, and they've become more violent, in my opinion.
He claimed those jokes created an atmosphere in which violence against lawyers could occur, like the recent shootings in San Francisco. But far from stopping, the jokes have increased, and people on the street still don't feel good about lawyers.
I say the first thing we do, we hang them all.
I think lawyers deserve the bashing they get because most of them are criminals.
A lot of lawyers are just shysters, I think.
J. Michael McWilliams, president of the American Bar Association, says all this bashing comes from people upset with and feeling helpless about the whole judicial system.
People are saying negative things about lawyers, but what they really mean is an expression of their frustration with the system of justice.
Al Lubell is a comedian who used to be a lawyer. He thinks he knows another reason why attorneys are so universally disliked.
I think people hate people that generally make a lot of money and are in a position of power.
I looked at those long tan legs and just knew I had to be a lawyer.
So people in comics aren't going to stop the lawyer bashing. Comedian Mort Saul says that lawyers have had bad reputations for a long time, and rightfully so.
When Nixon was deposed 20 years ago, 47 members of his staff went to prison. 37 were lawyers, and the California Bar was so embarrassed that it instituted an ethics exam for lawyers, which is multiple choice, but it's a beginning.
In response to the current controversy, the Miller Brewing Company has stopped showing that commercial about cowboys roping lawyers at the rodeo.
By day, she worked 9 to 5 as a secretary. By night, she sang and dreamed of becoming a star. Now the dream has come true. For 3 years, Robin Stone was a public servant, toiling away as the secretary to the mayor of Hempstead, New York.
Let's see how the chair still feels. Yeah, this is my chair.
A mother of 3, her day job was to put food on the table, but by night, she was hard at work on a singing career.
I've been doing this for a long, long time, well over 16 years. I would work there, and I would come home on a Friday night, feed my kids, and go out to sing Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays.
Well, her persistence has paid off because now Robin Stone goes by the name Robin S. And with Show Me Love, she has one of the most popular tunes in dance clubs around the country.
People call me and, your number this, your number that, your number this. It feels good.
And already Robin has developed a following.
It's a hot song, and I love to dance to it.
Her voice is great. I mean, just dance to it naturally is great.
But as her music career was taking off, Robin had a decision to make about working 9 to 5 for the mayor.
It was either now or never, do or die. Either don't say anything and let them fire you, or say something and be honest and ask for this leave. How you doing?
Great, how are you?
I'm okay.
I think.
Do I get a hug?
Yes.
How you doing?
Great.
So Robin sprouted her wings and left the nest with the mayor's blessing and that of her co-workers.
I'm so proud of you.
We're very proud. Grand Slam.
Thank you so much.
You're a super person here, and you're going to be a superstar out there.
And all around town, she's become a superstar. And although Robin's newfound success has changed her life, she knows she's got a long way to go.
Even at this stage, I have dues that I still have to pay. but I'm willing to pay them. You know, I'm willing to pay them, and I'm willing to take my lumps and take my smiles and take my stride because, like I said, this is my dream.
Robin's kids will be hearing plenty of Mom's songs. Her new album arrived in stores Tuesday.
Old is gold as far as Barbra Streisand is concerned. Her new album of Broadway standards has hit the heights, and here is the lowdown.
Children will listen.
Barbra Streisand's Back to Broadway album will hit the Billboard Top Album chart next week at #1. The album, which features Streisand duets with Michael Crawford and Johnny Mathis, knocked off red-hot Janet Jackson from the #1 spot. Janet had held the top spot for 6 weeks.
MTV has made one definitive rock and roll inroad this week. The lowdown is that starting tomorrow, that music channel will be playing for 43 hours per week to music lovers throughout the former Soviet Union. MTV Europe will be running on 5 different TV networks throughout Russia.
Although Amy Irving divorced Steven Spielberg in 1989 and walked away with a settlement reported to be worth between $90 and $100 million, the divorce may have cost Amy dearly in other ways. She told E.T. that she couldn't get an acting job for over a year, probably because of the divorce.
It's not something that's shocking that it would happen. It's just that if you don't know where to look in L.A., and you got to choose between Steven or me, you're probably going to look at Steven.
And a piece of Americana marks its 100th anniversary, and devotees of the Ferris wheel are celebrating the occasion in some unique ways.
We thought it would be great to celebrate the birthday of the Ferris wheel with our wedding.
Come fly with me, let's
100 years of the Ferris wheel coming up later.
It's new, and it's extraordinary, and it's gonna make you feel like you've never felt before. It's herbs and it's spices, and you'll know it the moment it touches your lips. It's chamomile, cinnamon, rose hips, and hibiscus to soothe your body and revive your spirit. It's new Nestea instant herb iced tea. It's everything you've been thirsting for, so come on and taste the plunge.
Next on E.T., Wesley Snipes tells us whether blondes really do have more fun.
9 out of 10 dentists report patients don't brush long enough, which could lead to ugly tartar buildup. The solution? Regular checkups and a tartar-controlled toothpaste that's not only clinically proven, but also tastes great, like Aquafresh. Look, the American Dental Association says Aquafresh is an effective decay-preventive dentifrice that has been shown to reduce the formation of tartar, with a taste that helps keep your family brushing. 9 out of 10 dentists ought to like that. Aquafresh, it's striped to fight.
For Tony's Pizza, the 4 Tonys. Tony's Pizza, an American classic. And try our latest hit, new Tony's Pizza de Primo, our best pizza yet.
When you work one job, grab a quick lunch, a quicker dinner, and move on to job number 2, how you gonna spell relief? That's a big relief you can feel, because Rolaids absorbs 47 times its weight in excess stomach acid to stop heartburn fast. So for millions, there's only one way to spell 100% relief. Rolaids spells 100% relief.
What some actors will go through for their jobs knows no bounds. For a role in a new action thriller, Wesley Snipes had to beef up, buff up, and beat up Sylvester Stallone. But worst of all, he had to go blonde.
I'll let him take a little bit off the left. John, you don't look so good.
He's blonde, he's bad, and he's beating up on Sylvester Stallone. That sums up Wesley Snipes' latest role in the futuristic thriller Demolition Man. But Wesley says what he really wants to demolish is the new Do.
After this is over, I'm gonna just go bald for a couple of days and let it grow back in, nice little fuzzy. Might try to keep it fuzzy. Maybe I can really, get into a heavy relationship then. The girl will rub it on my little fuzzy head.
Set in the year 2032, Demolition Man casts Wesley as Simon Phoenix, a psychopathic criminal unfrozen after 36 years in a cryogenic prison.
What can I say? I'm a blast for the past.
Should have stayed there.
His murderous ways soon pit him against super cop Stallone. And while many have predicted that the film will establish Wesley as the next big action-adventure star, he says thanks, but no thanks.
I'm not going to limit myself just to action movies. You know, they would drive me crazy, man. I would go crazy. You know, just you put me in a nice suit sometimes, you know, let me chase a woman and let me, you know, express my undying love for her a couple of times, you know. Not this stuff every day.
Stipes gets his chance to be a little more dapper, though no less deadly, in the soon-to-be-released Rising Sun. He and Sean Connery play detectives investigating a murder in the Japanese business community.
You ever negotiated with the Japanese before?
Well, this is hardly a negotiation.
What is it?
It's a homicide.
Some Japanese Americans are already up in arms over the film, claiming it portrays their culture unfairly. But Wesley says not so.
Working on the film, it's not a film that seems to be dissing anybody in actuality. If anything, it's a commentary on our own shortcomings, Americans, society's shortcomings.
Rising Sun will be in theaters at the end of this month. You'll have to wait till October to see the platinum-coiffed Wesley in Demolition Man. Meantime, Wesley says he may be seen out and about wearing a lot of bandanas.
The bond between a father and son can survive just about anything, even life-threatening disease. But when the father was once a strong professional athlete, it can be especially traumatic. This true story leads off tonight's coming attractions.
I'd like to thank all the fans in Baltimore for having me over all these years and honoring me today.
Bill Pellington was a star linebacker for the Baltimore Colts. Today, he's suffering from Alzheimer's disease, and he can barely communicate. Bill's son, Mark, is a young filmmaker, and he has made a short film, Father's Days, that he calls an impressionistic documentary.
It's been sort of a life-changing experience. So the film was an opportunity for me to sort of get out a lot of the feelings that I had been holding in and really just release them.
Father's Days airs on a live TV tonight on most PBS stations. Robbie Knievel, son of legendary daredevil Evel Knievel, is a 5-time world record motorcycle jumper, and now he's going up against this man, Eddie Kidd, who is from England and the current world champion. They'll meet in Mississippi, and it will be telecast on pay-per-view.
Hopefully, nobody's going to get killed, but I think somebody might get hurt. They call Eddie the Dark Knight from England. I told him Friday night it's going to be a dark night, all right. It's going to be lights out.
The Daredevil duel airs live tomorrow on pay-per-view.
You see that house there?
That's mine. We're neighbors.
A 1-hour drama stars Perry King as sheriff of a picture-perfect suburbia that's not as perfect as it seems. A new family moves in, but the ghost of a dead son hangs over this soap opera. Country Estates airs Saturday on ABC.
Uh-oh, trouble with a capital T. A trouble trove.
And the popular Trolleys have an all-new videotape and audio cassette.
A different life can alter what you see.
The all-new Trolleys musical adventure is in stores now. And if you feel like you're not getting enough of those Trolleys via video, you may catch them live this fall when something called the National Trolleys Live Tour hits the road.
With all of the attention focused these days on television violence, including an investigation by Congress, it's easy to forget there are programs which actually enrich our lives. But that's exactly why an award called the Humanitas Prize is given out to honor TV shows which make life a little better by instilling some human values. A total of $95,000 in prize money was awarded to the writers of the winning programs. Among the honorees was an episode of Roseanne, applauded for portraying the strains and struggles of family life in a comic light.
She's not blaming you, Dan. She's really happy right now. She's going to wait until this whole marriage thing goes to hell, and then she'll blame you.
Also honored was an episode from the dramatic series I'll Fly Away, about a Christmas full of turmoil and ultimately hope. And the Hallmark Hall of Fame presentation, Miss Rose White, was cited for its exploration of what it means to be faithful to one's heritage.
We are like strangers, no? Strangers? What are you talking about? That's so strange. We're family.
The TNT movie Cooperstown was awarded for its whimsical treatment of a retired baseball player played by Alan Arkin, who yearns to be named to the Hall of Fame. And 2 shows about child sexual abuse received prizes. The documentary Scared Silent, hosted by Oprah Winfrey, and the CBS School Break special Big Boys Don't Cry. The writer of the special, Betty Burney, says she's gratified that audiences have been so receptive to shows with important themes.
Everything that we put out there
has a message and it's getting across.
The documentary Scared Silent, exposing and ending child abuse, was the most watched documentary in television history. It was also the first program of its kind to be considered so important it was shown on all 3 networks and PBS.
Shoppers all over Salem are opening their eyes to a brand new way to save. The newly remodeled Safeway on Lancaster Drive, where you'll find low grand opening prices in every new department, like ground beef 88 cents a pound, Lucerne milk 99 cents a gallon, and Oven Joy white or wheat bread just 19 cents a loaf. Only at the Lancaster Safeway Marketplace. Come in today for these specials and see why nobody does it better for less than Safeway.
We want you. It's your moment of glory.
No offer
Did you ever think I'd make a 6-figure salary?
is worth lying for.
So far, the kid's been real predictable.
No secret
Lawyers at your firm sure seem accident prone.
is worth killing for. 4 dead lawyers out of 41. No job
I'd hate to lose this young man.
is worth dying for.
I haven't done anything, and you know.
Tom Cruise. The Firm. Rated R. Now playing at theaters everywhere.
Oh, I looked in the phone book, and there were pages of dentist advertising, but I couldn't tell one dentist from another. As a mother, reliable information is very important to me. In 3 minutes, the operator from 1-800-DENTIST told me all kinds of information on the dentist. They answered all my questions about the dentist. I knew the dentist was pre-screened, and all of this was free to me, so why wouldn't you call 1-800-DENTIST?
We're open to serve you. Don't put it off. Call now.
You wouldn't read half a book. You don't look at half a newspaper. You wouldn't watch half a TV. Why settle for half the story? Find out not only what's going on, but why. Get the whole picture. Watch The World Tomorrow. It views today's issues from a perspective based on the Bible.
Watch The World Tomorrow, Sunday at 6:30 a.m.
Summer is traditionally the time of year when theme parks show off the latest and high-tech newfangled attractions, especially roller coasters designed to go upside down and turn you inside out. However, one timeless attraction is celebrating a century of taking its riders to new heights. In our Inside Story today, Garrett Glazer tells us about the 100-year ride of the Ferris wheel.
It is a piece of Americana that is at once romantic and thrilling, a holdover from a simpler time that still makes children laugh and couples wish for more time up high. And on this 100th anniversary of the Ferris wheel, its allure is as strong as when it first began to turn. The wheel was the brainchild of George Washington Gale Ferris. An engineer by trade, he came up with an idea to build a massive observation wheel for Chicago's 1893 exposition. It was intended to rival the Eiffel Tower in scope, and according to historian Norman Anderson, at 26 stories tall, Ferris's creation was a breathtaking success.
It was 264 feet high, 60 cars. Each car was the size of a streetcar. You could pack in 60 people, over 2,000 people. The wheel was fully loaded. And the most phenomenal part was the whole thing was built in 6 months.
Over the years, the Ferris wheel, as it became known, spun its way into the hearts of millions and became a fixture everywhere, from the small county fair to the boardwalk at Coney Island. And today, while other rides may provide more heart-stopping action, the Ferris wheel continues to roll along. And on its 100th birthday, devotees are celebrating in unique ways.
Come fly with me, let's fly away.
Romance was in the air, and so was the entire wedding party last week as Deborah Berry and James Ryan rose to dizzying heights in San Rafael, California, aboard the giant wheel to say I do.
James, you may kiss your wife.
We wanted to have an outdoor wedding, and we wanted to do something a little bit different than the normal wedding, and we thought it would be great to celebrate the birthday of the Ferris wheel with our wedding.
People celebrate the 100th anniversary of the Ferris wheel in all kinds of ways, but what has to be one of the wackiest ways is what this guy is doing, Jeff Block of Tustin, California. Jeff's love for Ferris wheels is so strong that he's taken up residence in one, well, at least for a while. Jeff is out to break his own world's endurance record of 37 continuous days spent going in circles. Passing the time on the phone or by reading, Jeff gets 5 minutes per hour downtime, but he says he's used to the ups and downs of this temporary existence.
The only time I'm really getting off is to run to the restroom and take a shower in the morning.
Well, that's my next question. Do you bathe and do you get to go to the bathroom?
Yeah. If I didn't bathe, I'd be pretty ripe right now.
I was going to say, yeah, but I don't smell anything, so. So, from the nation's highest wheel, the 212-footer in Dallas, Texas, to the futuristic indoor hub at Trop World in Atlantic City, George Ferris's dream is alive and well. And the evolution it's gone through is perhaps mirrored by one novice who just went for his first ride.
Well, I was kind of scared first, and then I went on it, then I wasn't scared.
Even with Ferris wheels, some things never change. Going round and round, I'm Garrett Glazer, Entertainment Tonight.
Let's fly away.
Beautiful shot. Thanks, Garrett. Jeff Block has been going round and round for 3 weeks now. He plans to climb down July the 25th, beating his own world record of 37 days by 1 day.
Tonight, the Heart File opens on Ellen Burstyn. She's one of the most respected actresses in movies, even winning an Oscar for Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore. In her own personal life, Ellen is fulfilling a more divine role. Here's a clue. Some of her days begin with the words, "Dearly beloved."
I can't stand people going in my dresser drawer. Well, finally, next time you find it yourself.
She's a veteran actress of stage and screen, but now Oscar-winning Ellen Burstyn has added another credit to her resume. Meet the Reverend Ellen Burstyn.
We are gathered here in the sight of God and in the presence of these people.
Ellen was ordained as an Islamic minister 7 years ago, and that training came in handy last week when her co-star in the trip to Bountiful, Barbara Sims, announced plans to marry in a spur-of-the-moment civil ceremony.
I said, Barbara, that's no way to get married. That's a sacred event. You have to have a ceremony. I'm an ordained minister. I'll marry you.
Turns out Ellen did more than marry the couple. She also provided the bride's wardrobe.
The dress was mine, and I wore it. I can't remember now. It was on one of those award shows. I can't remember if it was the Oscars or the Tonys, one of those shows.
Ellen said, well, you have to have a dress. I have the perfect dress. She ran home and got the perfect dress, because it is.
I, Barbara, take thee, Walton.
With a showbiz gown and a showbiz minister, Barbara and her fiancé, Walton Wilson, exchanged vows in a small ceremony near the theater. But their exchange of rings proved a little more difficult.
Barbara has her wedding ring on. It belonged to Walton's mother. She put it on and can't get it off.
And when Ellen made it official, it was the moment everyone had waited for.
I pronounce they are husband and wife.
Only in the theater.
Very theatrical wedding.
Very theatrical.
Everybody's in tears and smiles. What could be better?
Ellen is by no means forsaking acting. She's currently on stage in The Trip to Bountiful in Montclair, New Jersey. She also has a TV movie next season called Conspiracy of Silence with Melissa Gilbert. And that's an update from the Heart File.
Standard TV and Appliance brings you explosive savings now during our 4-day price blast.
Super selection, factory authorized service, Standard always delivers.
We lowered the prices on KitchenAid dishwashers, halogen ranges, KitchenAid cooktops and ovens. Nothing's more dependable than KitchenAid, and no one saves you more than Standard.
We knowingly undersell, that's always Standard.
Dynamite savings now during the 4-day price blast at Standard TV and Appliance, Southeast 48th and Woodstock.
First Interstate Bank, in association with Couple, Coin TV, and This Week Magazine, present Country Music on the Waterfront, Friday, July 9th through Sunday, July 11th. 3 big days of live country music, including the Desert Rose Band, Hal Ketchum, Colin Ray, plus a Friday night fireworks spectacular. Tickets on sale now at all Fast Tix and Ticketmaster locations. First Interstate Bank, in association with Couple, Coin TV, and This Week Magazine, present Country Music on the Waterfront. Sponsored in part by Northwest Natural Gas, produced by SRO Events.
Hi, I'm Jim Palmer for The Money Store. Have you fallen behind on some payments at any point over the last couple of years? In this economy, it's certainly not unusual. Well, even with some slow payments, you can qualify for a home equity loan from The Money Store. That's because The Money Store looks at your total credit picture. You can consolidate your bills or make some home improvements. So remember, even if you are a little slow on some payments, call The Money Store for a home equity loan. Call 1-800-LOAN-YES. That's 1-800-LOAN-YES.
I'm planning to kill the president. They share the world's most dangerous job, where anything can happen.
You're afraid of?
afraid of making a big mistake.
In the rush of the crowd.
This guy's gonna make a try. I've got to be there.
In the blink of an eye.
Do you really have the guts to take a bullet?
In the heat of the moment.
I think maybe you're too close to all this, Ray.
Clint Eastwood, John Malkovich, Rene Russo. In the line of fire. A Wolfgang Peterson film. Rated R. At theaters now.
If you're like me, when you get up in the morning, you want a strong cup of coffee. And when a headache interferes with your work, you want a strong pain reliever. So I take Anacin. Anacin's daytime formula contains strong aspirin pain reliever and caffeine. Caffeine energizes the aspirin to work better on my headache, so I can work better. Take it from me. For daytime headache relief, take Anacin.
Production assistance furnished by GM MasterCard. Transfer any credit card balance to the GM card and earn 5% on money already spent toward a new GM car or truck. And pay no annual fee. Apply for the GM card.
Celebrating a birthday this Thursday, July 8th, actor Kevin Bacon is 35, singer Steve Lawrence, 58, and actor Craig Stevens is 75.
Tippi Hedren has been a movie star since the 60s, but as far as she's concerned in the 90s, acting is still for the birds. It was one of the most terrifying and suspenseful films of the 60s. And now the birds are back, and we'll see if today's movie magic can improve on this Hitchcock classic, and also what the film's original star, Tippi Hedren, thinks about being in the sequel.
It's a deja vu. It's different. It's delightful. I love working.
Find out what evil deeds this foul flock has planned for a 90s audience tomorrow on Entertainment Tonight.
Well, seems like they look real.
They do. I had nightmares for years after seeing that as a kid.
You met Robin S. at the top of the show, and here she is to sing it out with her big hit, Show Me Love. Enjoy.
See you tomorrow.
Show me, baby. You got to give it to me, give it to me, give it to me, yeah. I don't want to fake, don't want to phone it. I need your love. Show me, show me, show me, baby. Give it to me. I am not a toy, I'm not a plaything. You got to understand. If you're looking for devotion, talk to me. Come with your heart in your head, because my love is guaranteed. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Walt Disney Pictures presents the greatest animated movie of all time, Snow White and